Okay, so funny thing happened. I was recording a Let's Draw with my Sanru guy here, and for some reason the audio didn't record. Now last time the audio didn't record on purpose. This time I tried to record the audio and it didn't. I don't know why. I've tested and fixed it, though I'm not quite sure what was wrong in the first place. It seems to be functioning fine now. Rather than delete what I'd done or just continue, I've decided to play the video and record audio to go with it. So sorry if the quality is a bit weird. I'm kind of meshing audio with a pre-recorded video. So basically commentating on what I did. So sorry if I get a little weird here. But anyways, we were continuing on this guy, and first thing I had to do was get some color. Hair, skin, and save it over here in this area here. You can put preset swatches in, and just gotta go and grab what you need. I'm not very good at eyeballing colors. I'm a teensy bit shade blind, so I find when I'm trying to make something the same again, it's easier just to use the dropper tool. So here we go. The first thing I like to start with when I do coloring in a picture like this is accents, so to speak, like the eyes, the tattoos, nails, things that are on top of the majority of like a solid color. That way I can go back and do another layer underneath it with the color, like the skin color. So do the eyes first, then on another layer below I will do the skin tone. So yeah, if you noticed, I accidentally was coloring over the lines there. I had to switch down to the right layer. I do that a lot. I get ahead of myself and start coloring on the wrong layer. Luckily there is the undo button and an eraser tool. Yeah, so first things first, we gotta color in this eyeball. So we're going to be doing it slightly not black. I'm not big on doing pure black or pure white, not with eyes especially, because I don't know, it looks too fake. So we're going to color the iris in this slightly less black, and then we're going to do these, which are shine spots, in a slightly off-white white. If you can see there, I had to go back, I colored a little bit out of the lines. No biggie. Go over and do this eye. This is probably going to be a slightly shorter video, where I'm recording audio over something I've already done. I'll probably speed up bits and pieces. Can't talk today. Bits and pieces. I'm getting over a cold, so while the stuffiness is kind of gone, I occasionally stumble over stuff I'm trying to say. Let's be honest, I do that anyway. Get used to it. So yeah, I'll probably speed up a little bit of a few things. Just yeah, there I was trying to, you just saw there, I was trying to choose if I wanted to go this or this shade. They both look more or less the same, all these. But again, pure white, not as good as using slightly off-white, because if you notice, your eyes aren't really like pure white. They're more of a gray. It's because your eyes are actually clear and there's a bluish gray liquid inside. It's why people with blue eyes actually have no color pigmentation. It's you seeing into the blue liquid, the vitreous humor inside the eye. And thank you, 12th grade biology. We had to cut open a cow's eye and look at the liquid. So yeah, I don't use pure white because people's eyes aren't naturally pure white. It just looks odd. At this point, I was doing a little bit of burning. It's this tool over here. It helps make something just a touch bit darker. It's subtle. You don't really notice it as much, but it helps so that the shine sections will look a little shinier. I'm then going to go over the inside with the dodge tool, which kind of does the opposite. adds a little bit more light, so to speak. And just add that a little bit. Again, trying to make the eye look like there's a little bit of light hitting it. Smudge it in, because gotta blend it all together. Blendy, 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 blendy. And we're gonna do the same on the other eye once we're done. So kind of color the base color in over here first. And then over here, we do the blendy first. So yeah, here we go. Color in our shine spots. And then we're gonna color in our outer edge, and then we're going to do our shine shimmer with our dodge and whatchamacallit, burn. Wow, my brain has got serious gas today. Farts all galore. And now we're onto the teeth. Again, we're not going to use pure white, though there are people with pure white teeth. I find, again, using pure white and pure black, often, not always, there's situations when it's okay, but often they tend to make things look very artificial, very, well, I was going to say cartoony, but it is a cartoon, but I think you know what I mean. It just looks too fake. So, slightly grayish teeth. It won't really show up as gray once everything else is colored in. You won't notice that it's not really white exactly. Just something subtle in your mind will think of it better. Or at least my teacher said. I went to 3D animation school, and they were very much on the don't use pure white for things if you can't help it, and it makes sense. Yeah, I was just going to check, making sure that his fingernails weren't any weird kind of color. I hadn't painted them or anything. And here we go, coloring them in. Again, I like to try to put all this kind of stuff on one layer. The pupils, the white of the eyes, the nails, any kind of thing that's separate from any other intricate coloring. I won't do the core of the eye, the corona or whatever, on this layer because it's too close to the other colors. But these kinds of things, I can do them all on one layer and then not have to worry about them. Everything else be on a different layer won't affect them. They can just sit there on top of all the other color. Just wanted to show off this stuff here. Anybody that watched me draw it the other day, I didn't have audio, as I said, so I wasn't really explaining what I was doing. This character's name is Sonru. He is the Zodiac monkey from a series of drawings I did about 2 years ago. And he controls rocks and sand and earth, so I was trying to show him summoning some rocks. Didn't quite turn out how I wanted, but I think it looks alright, given that I can't draw fingers to save my life. He's a mischievous guy, kind of trickster, not malicious, but definitely not a lovey-dovey friendly type, though he looks kind of dopey on the original picture. That was more accident than intention. And here I am doing the blue. His design is heavily influenced by a thing called a golden monkey, which is a monkey that is gold in color, and you can see it kind of sketched back there, this monkey in the background. It's goldish in color, but it's got these blue patterns around its eyes and its nose, which I've given him, one, to break up his color, make him look less just a solid block, and two, because I really like that kind of monkey. They're traditionally associated with the Zodiac, since the Zodiac is associated with the color gold. Well, the monkey Zodiac is associated with the color gold. What better monkey to represent gold than the golden monkey? Going by its face and design, I think it's speciesly similar to a macaque, but I'm not sure. Anyways, here I am doing the eye area. Again, it's all on the same layer. This is a little tricky because it does get close to the white and the black of the eyes, but that stuff's easy to fix if it goes over it, whereas other things could be harder, easier to just separate them by layer. Yeah, I was trying to see how far his color went down on his face. Goes fairly far, but not all the way down to the nose tip where the other color is. So here we go. I'm just gonna color all this in. And then grab our blending tool and blend the edges. Don't want straight lines on the face of the color. Kind of want it to blend in with the skin since it is meant to be skin, not paint. And just zoom, zoom, zoom. I like to kind of go around the edges of things before I color in the middle in most cases. It's an easier way to color. Get a bigger brush to smooch the edges. Now fill it in again, bigger brush. No need to color it all in with the size 6 or 8 point colorer. I probably could have gone larger, but just in case, didn't want to accidentally encroach on the eyes. Fix the shape. And then smooth it again. Oh, I guess I saw something that hadn't quite been colored. And repeat the process on the other eye. I'm going to skip ahead a little here. There we go. You can see, trying to match it, it doesn't go under the entire eye. About the middle, the blue merges in, so I was just trying to get the right shape. And since his head's at an angle, the blue does go to touch where the bridge of the nose comes up. That's just because the bridge would hide the edge of it there. Just clean up where it's gone into the eyebrow some. Smoothie, 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 smoothie. Must blendy, 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 blendy. The blender is our friend. Over-blending of the tool can sometimes make this disgusting pixelation. Luckily, we haven't hit that problem. Hopefully we won't during this coloring series. Yeah, I've made a new layer, and I'm going to color the eyes in. Got to make sure I have the right color. Now, if you look, his eyes are very dark at the top and pale, because the way I was using the dodge and blend on his eyes there. Less refined than the way I'm doing now, and it just really washed the color out of the eye. And I do like the kind of peachy color, but I'd rather it be more yellow. So first I put the color that was already in the eye in the old drawing. And now I'm going to get a slightly brighter version of it. And then I'm going to blend the two up at the top here. Grab the color that they blend into, and then that's going to be our base. There's a spot there that was left behind from a previous layer, so I'm going to go fix it. Got to find the right layer first. So it was on layer 3, and just erase that. Benefit of layers is if there's a mistake, it's usually easy to find where it is, and it doesn't damage too much to go and fix it, especially if you don't notice it until ages later. So there we go. And what I'm going to do is name a few of these layers, just this one first, lines, so I don't forget which one has the lines on it. Now, we're going to go back into this peachy zone from the original eye color. And get a slightly, oh, yeah, oops, see, undo tool. So we're going to get a slightly golder color to mix in with the peach. Grab this peach again, get a slightly lighter version of it. Because what we want to do, again, eyes are rarely one solid color. You've got different fractions of light and stuff that make it appear different colors. So subtly, but still just trying to avoid one solid color. I want to put some light and shading in. I'm not very good at shading in general. I'm very much a base, flat color, but a little bit here or there is easy enough to do without making it look horrific. Wanted to zoom in enough that you could actually see the difference in colors, which is easier to see when you're real zoomed in up close, but yeah. So now we're going to do the same on the other eye. First we grab that top color there, because we don't need to do the blending to find the colors we want. We've already done that on the previous eye. Now we can just grab the two colors and adjust them using shades if we have to. And just smudge a little bit of color in there. Got to make sure it matches where the light is coming in on the eye, using a little white shine spots. And there we have eyes. He has his beautiful yellow eyes, similar in color to his skin, and his hair especially, but not too much so. So now we're going to go over and do this, because we can put this on the same layer without it affecting anything. Now over here, it's kind of a gray, and a lot of gray is going on him. So what I think, I'm going to do here, or what I did do here, is I made it a bit more of a blue. And this is because I wanted to, stand out more than with the blah gray. And I wanted to kind of match with this color scheme of his face, especially since this is a close-up on the face. But I also didn't want to make it too blue that it would stand out way too much. So I just kind of blued it up a little bit. Now, the thing about coloring I find that makes it really easy is doing the outside edges. Like if something's going to be colored one big block of one color, you can color the edges first and then just kind of wiggle around, squiggle it all in. You don't have to worry about coloring outside of the lines. When I was a kid, I would always color out of the lines. My mom would tell me, no, go around the edges first, then color in the middle. Because the thicker the edge, the less likely you are going to go out of it. And it's something that I still do to this day, 20-something years later. So there we go. And we've got his hairband. Without it, he has long hair that just kind of falls in a really weird mess with this kind of weird mullety thing going on. Short in the front, long in the back. So yeah, just checking my time there. So we're going to make a new layer, and this layer is going to be our hair layer. So again, just got to make sure we have the right color for the hair. We already grabbed it over here, but just wanted to be double sure. I don't know why I bothered to put stuff over here in the first place if I was just going to go and grab it all again, but whatever. And now see, it is very similar to the eye color, but I don't think it's too similar. It's a tiny bit darker, and it's not going to have the variance like this does, so it shouldn't be an issue. And it is his color scheme, blue, gold. Just tidying up a few spots that I had to find the layer. The blue had invaded the eyelashes. Time to name another layer, I think. Oh, hit the wrong button. And we're going to name this eye blue, I believe. Yes, eye blue. And that way I know that that's the layer that the eye blue stuff and the iris is on. And of course, since I switched layers to name it, I accidentally colored on it. But here we go. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Color that in real quick. Fix where it's gone out of its area. I imagine when I color the skin that I'll notice a few other spots that need to be erased that I missed, but for now, go up and fix where the blue wasn't quite all the way up to the eyelash. And there we go. We've got the nose, the teeth, we did the eyes, and the elastic or band. I guess it's probably gonna last. It's probably flawless. But anyways, we're reaching the 20-minute mark, so we're gonna stop it here. I think. I had fun, and we'll finish it off. It shouldn't take us more than 15-20 minutes to finish the hair, and the skin in the next episode. It's pretty much just do the edges and then fill the middle in. The edges will be harder on the hair, of course, because it's all woo 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 woo. But that should be it. And in case you wanted to see what it looks like with the sketch gone, we're coming along pretty good, I think. So yeah, I know this isn't a lot to be done in a 20-minute period, but this kind of stuff cannot be rushed. Rome wasn't built in a day. Sonru wasn't colored in one. And yeah, so that's been Let's Draw with Murphy's Law. Make sure we save, because don't want to accidentally close the window without doing so. And I'll see you next time.